Yo, what's up? What's up? It's time for it's video time. It's time to make a video, right? It's time to make a video over here. I'm like, it takes nothing, right? It takes nothing, and some of y'all could do it. Some of y'all could just, just take out your camera and just record yourself. But you don't do it. But it takes nothing. What's so hard? Is it so hard for you to just use your phone, watch your screen and talk a little bit and upload this? But you guys can do it. You can do it. But yeah, we're here, guys. Today, we're just gonna talk about the artist Hopsin. You guys know Hopsin, the rapper Hopsin. And you guys, the YouTuber Conscious X. Conscious X makes videos about celebrities and famous personalities, and he exposes them. I don't know if everything he says is true, but I'm he's certainly not all lying. He's not all cap, right? So yeah, his videos Kendrick Lamar is Tyler the Creator. But yeah, I stumbled on his most popular, most viewed video is Hopsin is Gucci Mane. And I'm yo, this doesn't really sound like bullshit. So I clicked on it, and it's actually a video, and it's still up, where Hopsin went live on Instagram, and he was talking about he gotta fucking put a suit on, a Gucci suit. So where he talking about this already, and his fans already knew, so Hopsin is Gucci Mane, and Gucci Mane probably is still in prison. Or what if Gucci Mane is dead? Because in the live, Hopsin was Gucci is still fat, because Gucci also lost a lot of weight. But is this the real Gucci? And we a lot of fans Gucci is not cool with Waka Flocka anymore. Gucci doesn't has his tattoo. Yeah, maybe he removed it, but why would he do that, right? So yeah, I do believe that Hopsin is Gucci Mane. Okay? Because Hopsin also has not released no albums. And I'm Hopsin, you have all the time in the world to drop an album. Especially you, Hopsin. Okay, Hopsin has a lot of time to make an album and stuff. He still hasn't not dropped nothing since No Shame. So yeah, maybe he is not dropping an album because he already has to work on another album, which Gucci, because Gucci Mane is more likelier to drop an album. So I believe it, guys. I'm convinced that Hopsin is Gucci Mane, and Gucci got cloned. Gucci is a clone, and Hopsin is the Gucci clone, and he's wearing a Gucci suit. Okay, we're here exposing Hopsin. I used to listen to Hopsin, but not anymore since Eminem shouted him out in a song. I'm Hopsin is no longer cool. Hopsin was cool to listen to, before the other artists, because Eminem is bigger than Hopsin, right? Before Eminem actually acknowledged Hopsin in a song, it was actually pretty cool to listen to him. But yeah, I still listen to Gucci though. But wait, isn't Hopsin Gucci? Yeah, so I'm I never stopped listening to Hopsin. I just listened to his new album. He has another artist name. But yeah, of course there's some of y'all that gonna fall for it, because you never listen to Gucci. You never listen to Gucci's early stuff. So when you are oh, Gucci is out of prison and stuff, and he's gonna come with the album, you're gonna listen and you're gonna be it's dope, but you're not gonna be it doesn't sound like Gucci. Or when you listen and the artist doesn't actually sound like the artist, completely, then something happened, right? So yeah, guys, this is what's going on. We're also gonna talk about other stuff, obviously, but I think this is gonna be my main thing. that's like in my head. I was like thinking about this for a long time, and I've been talking with somebody about this, like, because there's actually a video there. You can actually show them a video. So yeah, that's the thing. They're still like all like skeptical about this, but I'm like, if there's a proof, Hopsin, he would never go on Instagram and talk about this, Or usually when artists do that, they release an album, but he never released an album. So why would he do that? Why would you go on Instagram and like actually say something like this? Make a 10-minute video, 20 or whatever. You make this video and then no publicity, nothing. You just go like quiet. So it was publicity, but it's, it's to show you guys that Hopsin, and, and you should like think for yourself. Like artists, especially Hollywood actors, are known for playing multiple roles. You think Hopsin cannot act like Gucci? Wasn't Hopsin like in all these Disney shows or whatever? Was this not like his early career? So Hopsin's early career, he was an actor. Before he became an artist, a rapper, whatever, he was an actor. And some of y'all are still like, no way, he cannot be Gucci Mane and stuff. He made enough references about somebody who's supposedly in jail, prison, for him to actually be him. Okay? And it makes no sense, man. This never happens. When this happened? Somebody gets, listen to this guy. Somebody gets sent to prison, right? And somebody who's fat, right? You get sent to prison, okay? And you come out and you tattoo misses and you lost weight. What the fuck? And they can't get away with it because some of y'all run with the story. They did this on purpose. So we are like, this is a fake story. 9 times out of 10, we're gonna be like, this is a fake story. They made it on purpose, so we don't like just believe it. The rest of y'all, they're just gonna be like, yep, this is realistic. So yeah. But I know, we're gonna go like a little bit deeper the rabbit hole, right? I know why you guys think like that. I know why you guys think that Hopsin could never be Gucci Mane, or like artists in general could never be somebody else or wear a skin suit, even though you guys make stuff like that. Even though I seen a lot of freaking videos online where they like make masks, face masks, but it's so realistic. It's so realistic. You can use the right colors, make it realistic in a way. When you don't think that it's a face mask, you're not gonna see it. And with makeup and everything, come on, man. But yeah, there's something must go on with these guys. These guys who don't believe stories like this. Simple stories like this. Hopsin is this, Hopsin is that. Hopsin is Gucci Mane, and they're like, oh, what are you talking about? You must be crazy. Or you must believe everything this Conscious X guy makes from video. I don't believe everything Conscious X says. But a lot of things I'm like, he cannot just pull this out of his ass, right? You can't pull stuff out of your ass like this. He does certainly not for like many stuff. But I know, guys, if you see like a lot of weird activities around you, because the thing is, like, if you look at what's going on in the world, a lot of things are changing. A lot of things are just happening. Okay, you are seeing stuff and things you never seen before, and you're like mind blown and all shocked. And the others. You see the others around you, if you observe, they don't give a fuck. They just like still walk like robots and stuff and do stuff. And guys, this is because they took the jab. These guys took the jab, guys. They took the jab, and the guys who came with the jab, they came out and admitted that they did this to poison y'all. So you guys have like a whole bunch of like blood clots. You have blood. You're the blood clots, guys. Okay, those who don't want to do sports or whatever. They're like, who got the time for this shit? We don't. We rather want to use our device, even though we don't really know how to use them. Because you have devices, you don't really know how to do stuff with them. You just have them. You just do the bare minimum. So they be having blood clots, those who do that, and they reject information like, stuff like, Hopsin is Gucci Mane. They're like, this can't be. They have those who took the jab have blood clots, and that's it, guys. I'm just here to tell you guys, I didn't took it. The rest of my family, they all took the jab. Only my cousin, one of my cousins, was the only one who was like, I'm also not gonna take it. And my mom and dad they wanted to, bring problems into my life if I don't take it. But I'm like, I don't give a shit. I would never take something like that. I don't do stuff like that. I also like own stuff like phones and stuff, but I actually like learn how to use them. I'm like, I do want to make a video. I do want to know how to know all this stuff. But you're not. You just want to like do the bare minimum and like, what are you gonna? What are you gonna do? So yeah, this is what's going on. If some people act weird around you, man, don't worry, man. They're gonna be out of here soon. It's either them or us. That's why I'm not gonna be here and I talk to them and do some like fuckery shit. Fuck them. Fuck them, honestly. Who the fuck cares at this point? Who the fuck cares? We just want to like have a good time. We just want to have fun. We just want to watch videos. We want to learn stuff. We want to see stuff, learn stuff about, the celebrities or whatever. If it's true or not. We like watching this. And you guys are like, no, don't watch this. I don't even want to know what you guys watch. But yeah, these are like the Jap ones. They be having too many fat blood clots, and then it doesn't make it better if you because I can go eat. Yeah, I do. I can go eat fast food because I'm not like a pussy like you. I'm not an addicted ass pussy like you. I can do that. I can do all of that. I just choose not to do it. You can do it, and I'm not here to tell you can't do shit. But I'm like, if you do it, and you already took the jab and everything, you're gonna fucking die, man. But I think you guys already know that. I think you guys in your head, you're already like, oh yeah, we're gonna die anyway. So I might just do whatever I want. And that's why you guys want to be annoying. You know why you meet guys outside and they're annoying as fuck? You like, they're really triggering me because they want you to kill them. They're like, just slid like a knife down my throat. Like I really can't take it being a loser in this world. And I'm like, I get it. I get it, man. I really like see where you want to come from. That's why they would never like be somewhere and bother you unless you want unless they want you to kill them. They want to die. Okay, they all want to die. Else they wouldn't do that. They would live their lives, but they don't have a life to live. Okay, so they're like, oh yeah, just throw some slurs at them or whatever. And make them real mad. So I don't know how you guys gonna do this, because I have more success doing this, not throwing stuff at them, if they're just here. But that's what they want, guys. They want you to be there, and if you guys have the chance to take them out, take them out. If you don't take them out, the sun's gonna take them out. Their blood clots, their horrible diet, their stupid lifestyles, them jumping out of stuff, everything. Until they're gonna be extinct eventually. These beings, like, who gives a shit? I don't give a fuck, man. I really don't give a fuck. But we're not really here also to talk about it. Just to throw it out the way. This is a problem. You're making it hard for us to make videos like this again, like with Hopsin and our others. We're not gonna go too deep into Hopsin's career because I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I stopped watching Hopsin when he started to grow too much. This is how I always do. When I start to follow these artists when they don't have such a big, they still have a big following, but it's not as big. So I'm there, I'm rocking with them, and then as soon like somebody like Eminem comes, and I have to like make a feature with them, I'm out. I'm like, this is when. Too many gonna find out about them. Because I remember listening to Hopsin and like people were like, this trash music or whatever. And now you're like fucks with them. But now I'm like, this is trash. I would never listen to bullshit like this. Okay. Yeah. So this is how it is, how it goes, how the world turns or whatever. Yeah, some of y'all are probably angry, but you know, I'm just thinking in my head like, you sit behind a computer screen, you sit behind a screen, whatever, hating. You must be like the biggest dickless, you know, if you're a man, you have no dick, bitch that ever got into my channel, because you would never show up, would never show yourself because you're an old grandpa fart. I would first record you. I would record you with two different devices and upload these videos on two different separate websites. You know, because you know, we cannot upload everything. Everything I'm gonna do with you, I cannot upload it on YouTube. That's why you rather wanna like watch. Yeah, you wanna hate here behind your computer screen. Ram. When is my pizza? When is my pizza port pizza's gonna come? My pizza take too long. Yeah. You just order your food while you like hating on others, and then you eat your food and with your mediocre lifestyle, man. I hope these blood clots is gonna like all like thicken up like your neck, and you're just gonna die choke, man, because you just like to participate in every trend. If the government tells you to go take the jab, you take the jab. If the government tells you to jump off a bridge, you'll do that because you would die for the government, right? But the government is already dead. You're dying for something that's already gone. So you're double dead or something. You're dead, guys. And Hopsin, I don't even know if Hopsin is real, but if this guy, whoever portrays Hopsin, is Gucci Mane, and this is just it, guys. It's just gonna be a short video, you know, about Hopsin. Hopsin is Gucci Mane, because it is the way it is, man. These artists are lying to you, and you're still buying their album. You're still buying their shit. Okay, but yeah, I'm here, guys. I'm here to lie in nature. Okay. I was thinking I could actually survive here. If I think about it, I could just survive here. If this world is ever gonna like be too crazy for me, I'll just come here for a while, you know. 3 months. You guys, if I be here for 3 months, and I can do it, I could stay here for 3 months. You know, you guys will be finished. But you guys are finished anyway. Okay, if I see what's going on in the world, if I can see all of this and y'all guys don't see it, then there's really no reason for y'all to you know, be dying and suffering and not knowing, because you could have like just opened up your phone and actually typed in some stuff to research, but you guys don't want to do it. You rather want to, you know, go on internet and do like, you know, you're always gonna watch this stupid stuff where you see like thousands of people making fun of one guy and you're like joining. Because the thing with your guys are, like, I always see you guys outside talk to me, or, you know, you want to bully me, but as soon as you're alone, man, you don't do it. And that's weird. How come? When I find you by yourself, you're always so friendly, right? You're always so nice. And when you're like in a group, you know, this is the world we live in. We live in a world of bullies. You just want to be bullies and bully someone in a group. You rather do this instead of like, you know, go learn something. Go read a book or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this video short. Okay, doesn't have to be a long video, right? Doesn't have to be a long video. We're just gonna be like, okay, we're done talking about Hopsin, guys. But yeah, guys, if somebody is weird, you know, if somebody always have to remind you of your past, right? You know, these guys who remind you of your past. If they do that, if they have to blackmail you, if they have to threaten you to expose you and stuff, then these are not good guys. I know some of y'all like, oh, maybe they can change. You want to be like, you want to be a hero. You want to be like, oh, I'm going to be there for them. I'm going to help them. You know, these guys, even if you would help them, first of all, they wouldn't remember you. They're not going to remember you. Oh, you've been there. And you're going to just waste your time. So, unfortunately, guys, there are some people here, you know, I see through your bullshit. So if you have one of these traits, you know, reminding me of my past, think the bad shit I did in my past, or, you know, just being a weirdo, just being weird, you know, or blackmailing me, I already know you're no good. I'm done. There's some of you guys are like, oh, maybe we should give them a second chance. And these guys, you probably should have, you know, there's nothing you can do. You have to let them suffer then suffer. If you don't see it by now, then you have to suffer. Because there are guys, there still give guys who do stuff like this chances. You know, it must be fucked up. You know, that's why when you see these women, these worthless trash women, who still don't, they still can't get over their ex. You know, instead of like moving on, or looking for another relationship, or just be single. If you've been in a relationship, like to you girls, just video for you girls. If you've been in a relationship and you broke up and it's over, okay, you have two options. You either give a chance to somebody else, another one guy, and he's maybe better, or you just stay single. But some of y'all, you want to cry about your ex. You want to cry about your ex, man. And this is why this generation is gonna fail. This is why many of y'all are single. Because, there are like a lot of women here you could actually date, but they're still talking about their ex. They're still stuck talk about their ex. What is this shit, man? So these are all these kind of like traits I can't catch up. I feel like these are like the most peculiar traits that they have and do. These three stuff I said, I always watch out for these. I already know you're gonna. There are more traits. There are more traits. It's good to find these. If you know about these, that's good. I don't know about all of them because I just live like a lifestyle. When I see someone, I just get rid of them. Hey, you don't have to do that, and you don't have to believe me, but I just get rid of everyone who just gets on my nerves. So I seldom deal with people like that. But I know that there are like a lot of y'all dealing with these three traits I said. So these are like red flags, guys. I would never remind you of your past mistakes. If I'm with someone, friend, I'd rather like talk about the past, but the good stuff you did, But they never do that. They just want to be like, oh, remember 6 years ago you did this, that was fucked up. What is this gonna do, man? What's this gonna do for me? What's this gonna do now, bitch? Look at me now. But yeah, these are weirdos. And then, people who do that and want to blackmail you, that's just fucked up. People who want to expose you, that's fucked up. And people who want to expose you, gonna expose you anyway. So don't do what they ask you to do, hoping that they're not gonna do it. They want to do it. And then before I go, my one last thing I'm gonna tell you, if somebody's gonna come at you, okay, and somebody told him something, and they're gonna come and be like, oh yeah, they told me you did this, you said this. They're on their side. They're not on your side. Because if they would be on your side, they would ask you if this is true. They would be like, is this true? But I always see family members come to me to be like, dad said this. Dad said you did this and that. But they're not like, dad said this and that. Is this true? So you're against me. You don't care if this is true. You just hear stuff. You just hear stuff, you come. And you talk that shit. But I'm always like, fuck my family. Not all of them. But those who took the jab. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. What do you think you are? Go suffer from these blood clots. You think I'm gonna be here? How could you do this, man? No, you should have been smart enough. I know you guys can detox that shit out of you, but you're always in the shade. So you ain't detoxing shit. Still eating all the barbecue, aren't you? Still looking down, from where you are, you're looking down on us. Men want to down us from our decision. But we know we're right, guys. Every one of us who are we don't participate in we're not going to take the jab. We were all right. All right. And I don't give a fuck about anyone who's here to be like, fuck you, bitch. And it means that this goes to my family members and those who are not my family. I can only trust those who didn't took the jab, because the other ones I can say nothing. You'll be ready to sell me out. And that's just the truth, man. That's just the fucking truth. So fuck them. I know they just want to be doing stuff like provoking stuff, getting in my room and be like, I'm like, you know, in my head, because I never said, yeah, how the blood clots are feeling, huh? How does it feel when you like fucking took the jab and you have blood clots and you have to like fucking like alter your diet? You have to pay attention. You have to be careful what you eat. So your life fucking sucks because you fucking want to eat barbecue or whatever. You want to eat it, but you can't because, you know, because of the things you have in your body. You have to stop, man. But you can't. You're like stuck. You're like, oh. I'm still be eating that shit, and that's why you be also acting like shit. That's why you never use the bathroom. My family members, you know, not that I want to do this, but I never hear them shit. I never like, you know, wanted to go to the bathroom and it's closed. This never happens to me. It's always free because you guys are constipated as hell with the blood clots and everything. Y'all just look fucking pathetic. And you're just acting, but you can't do nothing. You barely can do no shit anymore, right? You're like sitting ducks. You're literally like sitting ducks there, guys. But it's just the way, guys. This is really the way they are. You know, so yeah, if you didn't took the jab, man, like, I respect you. I really respect the fuck out of you. I'm like, you know. But I heard, I don't know who said it, but 85% took it. Okay, 85%. This world just went right along like sheep, and they didn't care. You know, your life must been going too great, man. If you just go with it, you know, if you just go with stuff. 85%. That's tough. That's really tough. So 85% of us, man, are really just like NPCs, bots. Man, there's nobody around you. There's nobody around you. You might find like 1, 2, 3 family members you can trust. The rest, all bots, all to be used. And that's why, guys, again, I think I already said it, but you know, when things go down, I'm just gonna go to another reality. I'm just gonna go to another place than this here, because this is done, right? This is done. There's nothing I can do here. I'm gonna do as many teachings as I can do, you know, if I can teach something to someone. Or remind you, or let's just say it like this, so everyone like knows what I'm talking about. I'm gonna be here and remind you guys as much as I can of things, so you guys remember, and I'll be out of here. That's pretty much it. And yeah, we're getting there. You're all gonna be reminded of your past and everything that you need to remember, so we can close this shit off, because I'm pretty much done too. And now we're just gonna be out of here. So what's the point, man? What's the point even talking about all this stuff? Or, you know, I just wanted to talk about it last time, I guess. But I'm actually done. I know that this is over, guys, but like completely over. I don't know how some of you guys see it and are thinking that this is gonna go on, or that you could actually do something to reverse this. I'm like, yo, guys, I'm just gonna tell you something before I go. Well, one last thing. Okay, some of us are saying that the system is gonna end in 2024 or 2025. For me, it doesn't make a much difference because it's just 1 year. You know, so I'm just say 2024/2025. Others are like, it's gonna be like 2020-30, 2020-50. I'm like, first of all, guys, y'all say this because you like to see others suffer. You like to see others in their situation, what they do, you like to see them suffer. Like, they're suffering, they don't want the system anymore. They still like go to their job, but they just do it because they want to eat and stuff like that. And you guys just like to watch this, because some of y'all don't even have to go to work. You don't have to go to your job. You don't have to do all that. For you, it's easy to look at them things and be like, oh yeah, I don't have no problems for the system to go on. Yeah, because you don't have a job. But for those with jobs, they don't want to be there. So you like them to see them suffer. And for you guys, I'm going to be like, That's why the shit's gonna end. Because I'm here to say no. Because I also don't have a job. But I'm not here like, oh. But I'm just telling you, if the system's gonna go on, I'm not gonna suffer the way you think. Okay, so it's better to just, end this. I'm going to end this. Many of us gonna end this. Some of y'all can still like protect this. Do all the type of shit you can do that. You're not gonna get far. You're gonna fail. That's what I'm saying. We have guys who are working against us. But I'm just here to tell you guys that they're gonna fail. They are going to fail. They're failing right now. I'm like walking, seeing them already fail. So what do you want them to? What do you want them to do about this, man? You always want to comment stuff, and that's why I'm not even gonna talk about, because I have things planned. I have actually everything planned out from 2024 now and 2025, even 2026. I have everything planned. In case something goes wrong, everything is planned, guys. I planned everything. I'm not here struggling. I'm not here, oh, what are we gonna... I have everything planned, okay? So I'm like, you don't want that. You don't want the system to go until 2030 and 2050. Because I'll be here, guys. I'll be still gonna be here making videos. So be careful what you think for, wish for. And think about what you just said and thought in your head. Okay, before you go on with your life, if you can call it a life. Because like I said, I have things planned. I have plans, man. So I'm like, this gonna end this year. This year or 2025, I don't give a fuck. For me, it doesn't make much of a difference. Okay? So if you gonna be here and be like, oh, this is gonna go like for decades or whatever. I'm like, yeah, let's see. Let's see how you gonna like it. I'm like, okay, if this system is supposed to last for like 20 more years or whatever, why is nobody here? Why nobody is here? Hey, nobody is here, man. No, nobody is here. It's already over. It's already done, man. It's already done. You think I care about these like 10 old people walking around here? Man, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, I'm not gonna make this video too long. It was just me to, here I'm just gonna tell you guys this. That's all. Everything's planned. Many of y'all trying to fuck my life up in our lives. You're trying to put me in a situation where I'm like desperate and suffering and don't know what to do. I'm like, no, you can't do this. You can't do this. You cannot even use my family against me. You can't. It's too late. What you guys thought? You thought we went to a job, we went to work, and we just blow the money for some shit? No. Many of us just save the money. I'm just saying, you guys, we have like a lot of money saved. So whatever you want to pull off, to get whatever you want, I'm here, I'm pulling the plug. I'm like, no, guys. If the system's gonna go on for how long you say, I'm gonna be so good at this system, playing this system, that you're not gonna even feel comfortable in your own system. And that's the thing. You guys don't even feel comfortable in your own system. If you ask me, you want it to end. Okay? So get the fuck out of here with all these things. Because you just want to throw stuff like, oh, this gonna happen to you. This gonna happen to you. You go there, you gonna be... No, I'm not. These things are not gonna happen to me. I'll be all good. I'll be all good with this system or without. So I'm like, you better end it. And at the end, I'm gonna be honest. I don't give a fuck, man. You guys do whatever you want, man. If you still want to go work your 9 to 5 and stuff, go do that. Go do that. Go be all like a bots, be robots or whatever. Go do all that shit. I'm always gonna find a place to live. That's just the truth reality. I'm gonna let you know. I'm always gonna find a place to live. So you can't be like, oh, let's do this with him, let's do this, let's fuck this up. I know many of y'all tried to do this, but failed. I'm always gonna find a place to stay. It doesn't matter. Because my energy is more valuable than any currency here. That's just the reality, man. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck about the world you are built. We just can't take it away from you in just one day. But yeah, I'm gonna go now because, it was just like to, I made myself clear, okay? You can absolutely not fuck with me on these things, territory, and be like, oh yeah, this is gonna happen to you next year, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear your shit. This is some weak ass shit while you do this and think and type this in your house. This is my YouTube channel. I do whatever I want with it. I post stuff if I feel like to. And you can just be there and hate and be like, oh, let's do something so we can control him. I'm like, no, dude. No, I'm not like you. I'm gonna just be like, flat out, I'm not like you. I don't eat fast food on the regular. I don't have to eat all this stuff. I don't have to rely on food delivery services and all this luxury stuff. And wow, all this boring stuff. I don't have to do that. I don't have to pull ideas out of ass, because you guys are bored. Haters who come comment under your videos and stuff are just bored. They could have made a video themselves, but they were like, no, let's go comment on somewhere. So you are losers, guys. You're losers. You lost in your life, okay? But that's it. I've got to go, guys, because I also want to upload this video. So we'll see each other for another video, okay? Or for another whatever. But yeah, that's it for me.